Hi there, it's Vivienne Joy here from She Enjoys and with the lovely Lisa Newport,
Hello.
one of our amazing Success Summit experts. And Lisa is the one that, well, I definitely need myself. There's no two ways about it. I do all the business stuff, the personal branding. I think, well, for me, I kind of got to this age, Lisa, where I'm 45 and I'm thinking, well, I'm not young and I'm not old. I don't know what the bloody hell I'm supposed to wear. And then I stand on stages, like I'm sure you do as well. I think, I need to have it flattering and it needs to stand out, and it's all a bit complicated. So I'm very much looking forward to your talk. You'll talk about pants, I understand. So tell us about yourself. Tell us about what you're going to talk to us about the summit and how you've got to where you are.
Okay, well, my talk at the summit is called Are Your Pants Affecting Your Profits?
Right.
And basically, it's a fun, interactive way. Nobody's going to have to show their pants, by the way, just before we go any further. But it's a fun, interactive way about looking at it. I managed to weave in all kinds of things around style, personality, personal branding, but actually the talk is about pants. And I'm not saying any more than that because I don't much way.
So style personality, so that's a big one, because you've clearly got a very big personality and a big style personality, and had somebody else said that to me, I probably wouldn't have even known what it meant, but it quite clearly is what is meant by you, I suppose. So how do we know what our style personality is? Are you going to teach us that as well?
I have a quiz. I have a quiz that helps you find out what your style personality is. Style personality is massive.
Yeah.
When you know what your style personality is, when you've really, it's like the massive aha moments that I get with all my clients and people I work with. When you know what your style personality is, all of a sudden, all those clothes that are hanging in the wardrobe that you don't wear, that still got tags on sometimes, it makes sense and you understand why. You get it. You get why.
I've got a lot of those.
Yeah. Well, you and when you know what your style personality is, you can then start to work on that and really develop your levels of dressing as well. Is something else that I talk about quite a lot, where you have your sort of like standard, this is Lisa day to day, and then I need to move up a level when I'm going out networking, maybe up another level when I'm on stage speaking, and you sort of have levels of dressing, but it's always authentically you. So it's really about nailing what is right for you, looking the part, but what the part means to you and looking.
Oh, it sounds perfect. I seem to have got to a stage where I kind of look the same everywhere I am. Like there might be a slightly smarter jacket or a glitzier kind of necklace, but I pretty much am wearing the same clothes everywhere, and that doesn't feel 100% right either. And I think I gave up skirts and dresses when I got fatter and older, and I don't think that was the right thing to do. So I'm looking forward to doing some more stuff with you, and I know you're coming to run a She Learns workshop for us as well, which please God I really do. I feel like I should bring you and show you my wardrobe and say sort this shit out, because there's loads of stuff in there that has never seen the light of day. But so I know the 20th of June you're coming to do the workshop, aren't you?
I am.
5 steps to effortless style, which we're all I wake up sometimes thinking I wish I was Italian, because they just seem to throw things on effortlessly, don't they, whenever you go to
French,
and the French, so I'm really looking forward to that as well. So how did you get into this? So what's your kind of background?
Oh, how did I get into it? Right, okay, my background. I started off when I was at school. I was obsessed with makeup. I wanted to be a makeup artist for TV and theatre, for films, that kind of special effects makeup and everything. And I was fascinated by it. Always played with makeup, and found this course that you could do, but you needed to be about 20 before you did it. So I thought, okay, I'll go to do A-levels after school. And I was always been interested in art and designing. So I went to do art and design A-levels while I was waiting. This was part of my waiting to go on to the makeup course. So then I realised I've got a disability. I don't know if you were aware of that. I've got a lifelong congenital deformity of my hip. So I walk with a limp.
Okay.
Yeah, I walk with a limp, and I've had a lot of surgery over the years. And as I was getting to sort of like 17, 18, I was really struggling. They told me I needed a hip replacement, and they said, you have to wait as long as you can. And I sort of realised that makeup standing for long periods probably wasn't going to be feasible. So while I was doing these A-levels, I met this brilliant teacher who specialised in textiles, and she showed us how to. She really engaged us all, and she was really, really good. We did textile design just in a year. It was O-levels. I don't know if you're old enough to remember those.
I am, sadly.
Yeah. So we did an O-level in a year alongside these A-levels, which was brilliant. And then I got into textiles. Meanwhile, I don't know how I did this either. I managed, I scammed my way onto this makeup course, this City and Guilds. So I am actually, turns out I am a professional, I have got a professional qualification in makeup. So I managed to do that.
That's why your makeup always looks fabulous. Yes. Yeah.
So I am fully trained and fully qualified. But I just did makeup on the side for quite a while, just doing friends' weddings and things like that. Went off to university, studied textile design and fashion. So my degree is in textiles and fashion, printed textiles specifically. Got a job as a designer when I graduated, worked producing printed textile designs for loads of high street brands. So think shops like Oasis, Warehouse, Miss Selfridge, Dorothy Perkins, all the high street, Marks and Spencer's, all of the high street brands. So yeah, I did that, and I was at the time as well. Colour analysis became really the thing to do. It came over from America, and it was like colour me beautiful, and it was like, oh wow. And
I had House of Colour done about 2 years ago, and that changed a lot for me. So
So that was really big, sort of in the late 80s, early 90s. That was really big, and I was fascinated by it. My mum had hers done, but it was one of those things. It was really expensive, and on my like £4.50 an hour or whatever I was earning as a designer, there was no way on earth, I could afford to have it done. I just read all the books and read what I could about it. And so part of that, I then went. I'm part-time designing, doing a bit of freelance designing. Decided I'd quite like to teach, and wrote off to all the colleges within a 50-mile radius saying, I'm really interested in teaching. I'm a designer, but I'd like to show other people how to design. And then that's what I did. So I got work working in further and higher education, teaching other people how to design, and did that for quite a long time. Had my son. Meanwhile, I had 2 car accidents. That was another thing. I had 2 car accidents. I was commuting a long way to this college job, and had 2 car accidents, and the universe, I was trying to tell me something. Had my son, thought, I need to not be on the motorway every day doing this journey. What can I do? Bumped into someone who was doing Virgin V Party Plan. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, I had a few friends that did that.
Yeah. So and ended up, I thought, right, I can do that. I'll do that instead, I can go to all the nativities and the school, the sports days and all of that. So I left my job just on a whim. Didn't go back after my maternity leave, which was a bit mad, really, because I didn't have any savings or anything. I was the chief breadwinner, new baby, but no money. But that's the kind of thing I do. So yeah, and I thought, right, I need to really make a go of this. So I was absolutely went hell for leather with the makeup, because it was all back to makeup. I can make a living playing with makeup. And that's what I did. So I did that for about 7 or 8 years, and then my son's a bit older now. I should get back into teaching, and ended up teaching in a prison. Which toxic, horrendous toxic environment. However, I then only wanted 2 or 3 days a week, just a bit of pottering about, a bit of lecturing, teaching art, teaching business studies, that kind of thing. Ended up getting promoted again, golden handcuffs. Before I knew it, I was running a department with 60 staff and masses, £1 million contract. And then thought, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? This is not for me. And there was no creativity, nothing. I was just spreadsheets and number crunching. And
not you. No, that doesn't sound like you. No,
it was horrible. It made me ill. It actually made me ill.
Yeah.
I had a traumatic experience. I left there and just thought, do you know what? Whatever money there was there, it's just not worth this. This is not worth my mental health. And I sat with my friends, and she said, well, what would you do if you could do anything? What could you do?
That's not the kind of question I would ask, eh?
Yeah, well, she's an NLP master practitioner as well, interestingly. Yeah, so I'm sitting there, and I just said to her, do you know what? When I was working for Virgin V, I did a bit of teaching in the community with these women, and it was all about boosting their confidence, really. I taught them, we had to call it health and beauty to get the funding, but it was really very much about confidence, self-esteem. I covered colour analysis. I did colour analysis with them, using flannels from Dunelm. I've got this.
Other supermarkets and stores are available.
Yes, they are. They are. But I got this, 50 pence a week budget or something to spend with these ladies on the council estate, and it was to get them off the settee and get them into doing something. and with a plan to, you know, moving them into different areas of education. But I went and I thought, where can I get lots of fabric that's all the same size? Flannels. So off I went, and we did colour, you know, and all this reading and everything I'd done, because at this point I still hadn't done the training. So it was all sort of, I was making it up, because it was before, I think the internet was around then, but it was like dial-up. So there wasn't a lot of information available. But yeah, so we did colour analysis, I did makeup with them. Pretty much it was about developing their confidence and their self-esteem. And I thought, I want to do that.
And so here you are doing it.
And so basically I've brought all the best bits of all my jobs together into my business.
Sounds amazing. And you know, there's so many of us doing stuff wrong. Like when I had the colours done, what I couldn't believe was I'd been wearing like orange was the colour that, and looking at me you'd think that would be the great colour, but what you don't realise is to do with your skin tone, and actually my skin tone isn't right for orange. And when she draped me with it, I just looked hideous. I looked dead. So it's quite important.
I can't wear orange.
No, there's and when someone's got the right colour on, you know that they're wearing the right colour. You really spot it. It's bizarre. So before we go, what is the one thing that most of us, you believe, are doing wrong, Lisa, that you're going to help us put right?
Wearing black.
Oh,
that's the one thing that most people don't realise how much difference. If black isn't one of your colours and you wear black near your face, it's all about what's near your face. It doesn't matter what you wear on your bottoms or anything. It's about what's near your face, because it's what's reflected. Yeah, what's reflected up. But you know, wearing black is the one thing that, if I could say, for the majority of people, if it doesn't suit you, not good. It makes you look tired.
Luckily, with House of Colour, I was what they called a winter jewel, which is at the complete end of the spectrum, and I'm one of the only people with that thing that can wear head to toe black. So I was thinking, thank God, because pretty much everything I own is black with a bit of splash of colour. So
it's so easy, isn't it? Black is so easy. We all fall into that trap because it's easy, and there's also the myth of slimming black as well.
Although I do feel fat in other colours. Well, fatter. It's probably more accurate in other colours. I definitely do.
Well, once we've got you sorted, Vivienne, you won't. When we know what your style is.
You sort a lot of us out. I know there's a few people, the ladies in these groups, that are doing some of your like mini kind of challenges and things. So I think they can't wait to meet you. I've had a few message and say that. So I can't wait to meet you in the flesh, although I do feel like I've known you for years. It's the power of social media. So we look forward to seeing you on the 1st of March. And guys, if you haven't booked in for the summit, there are still a few tickets available. We are down to the last few though. So get booked on and you can meet myself and Lisa and all the other amazing speakers. And we will look forward to seeing you then. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Cheers, Lisa. Bye.